Howdy and hello, I am Seattle's one and only Glamazon goddess and queen of the pigs, IsabellaExtynn, and welcome to another episode of The Race is On. Welcome on back. Today we are going to be reviewing Season 12, Episode 5 of RuPaul's Drag Race. And I'm so excited for my special guest today. I said guests plural. They are Seattle's tantalizing twins. Give it up for LüChi!
Hi y'all. Hi.
How y'all doing?
I am so excited to have you guys
Yes,
here.
we're
It's
super
going to be
excited.
so much fun. You know, when we're not in lockdown, we found at our place a lot. You guys host Twins Day on Wednesdays there.
Yep.
Yes.
Which is a lot of fun.
You guys are also there on Thursdays for Thirsty Thursday with Mila Sky.
Yes, it's a fun night.
I love Thursday.
I love Thursday.
I call Thirsty Thursday the gay Friday night.
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
You know, that's why our place is so much fun, because it's like one of Seattle's drag meccas. Their shows there Tuesday through Sunday.
Amen.
every week.
Actually, yeah.
It's like the drag mecca of Seattle.
True.
And every show's a little different, has a little something different to offer.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd like to contribute to more content on this channel, go ahead and donate to my Venmo or CashApp. Donations appreciated. But we are here to discuss Episode 5, Season 12,
Yes.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
This was a good episode.
It was a really
It was a good episode. Yeah, people came through. People are
Yes.
definitely fighting.
I love an overacting challenge.
Amen. That's what I really love about this, like the acting challenges, is because like you get to see these queens who most of them probably actually have theater degrees.
Yeah.
But then a lot of them don't, and it's fun to like see them like step their shoes into an act.
Yeah, the New York girls are all
Right.
theater degree girls.
Right.
So they didn't have a mini challenge this episode. It was just like they brought in the pill bottles, and whoever got the pink pills got to
Right.
do the casting.
Yeah.
Would you guys want to do the casting if you were in that position?
Oh
Yes,
God.
absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're definitely
I
a
would
director.
love to, like, yes, make it the way that I want it, and set the roles to the people I think that would exceed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you do it to be a little shady and give somebody a role that they might not want?
I do it
twist it up a
to
little?
give me the role that I wanted. Exactly.
Yeah.
What about you? Would you want to cast it?
Oh, I think there would be too much pressure on me to cast.
I think I would want to cast it.
Would you?
I would want to get that pink pill and I'd want to cast it because my big competition, I would throw some curveballs. Now,
Ooh, yes.
I might try
That's
to-
smart. I mean, shoot.
I might try to throw him something that might, shake him a little bit.
I love that.
I'd get the role that I wanted,
Hey.
and if they threw a fit about it, I'd be like, TV girl. The people who got the pink pills were Nikki and Gigi.
Yes.
They all sat down and they talked about the roles, talked their way through the script and everything,
Yep.
which is always really cute. I like that they give everybody, the moment to say like, this is who I want, this is who I want, and then went over to assign roles, and they almost gave everybody the role that they wanted.
Yep.
Right.
Did you guys think it was shady, the role that they gave to Aiden?
I thought it was funny as hell. I thought it was great TV. I thought it was a great way to be like shady, but in a friendly way.
Amen.
I think they were really nice about giving Aiden the role.
Hey man, and honestly, because like she probably wouldn't have done good in the Mimi role at all. Like,
Yeah, I don't
would have
think
just-
I think they honestly
Yeah.
helped her out.
Right. But I really hated Aiden's wig.
Wait.
I really just.
Went from makeup to wig.
What? Take it off. Like, where's.
And it was sliding back the whole time, and at the end of the scene, you could see her hairline a little bit peeking out.
Yep.
They went and got on set to actually film Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
And then Aiden's acting, I don't know how she ended up in the Safe Girls.
Dr. O'Carr, why don't you come up and RV me sometime?
So weird to me. It was a bad Baby Queen's rendition of Alaska from All Stars.
Yes. Well, Rue, I gotta say, she probed them with her Tootsie Lou. Why don't you come on up and me in the ass sometime?
You don't beat around the bush, do you,
I beat
Mayweather?
around the bush all the time. What are you talking?
So, who else was a little rough in the acting? Britta wasn't great.
Yeah.
Britta did well, but it was just one note through the whole thing.
Amen.
And it could have been due to the editing, but I didn't feel like she took direction very well.
Not at all. It was awkward because it was almost like it was just not computing.
Yeah.
Or that she just didn't want to disagree with him verbally.
To be honest, I think she was just a little upset. Like you could kind of feel her kind of like being upset that she's being corrected or being told that she's not pushing it far enough. And I think her not being able to kind of like accept that or take direction, she was just kind of like like
and she's like,
stuck.
okay, thank you.
Exactly.
And behind her eyes was, no, you don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
I know
better
better
that. I'm the New York queen.
Right. Like if you have someone who has just put enough time and energy and homework into what they're doing, you can only go up.
They know who their character is because there was moments that they needed to improv in it.
Oh yeah.
And then there was also cue lines that they had to give, and Aiden was missing cue lines, which I think upset Britta. I really like Britta. I just don't think she's quite delivering as well as she expected to, and it's shaking her a little bit.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think that's why she acted out.
Right.
In Untucked too. Because if you're not watching Untucked, you're only getting half.
Right.
You.
Nikki also did pretty bad.
Yeah, Nikki was.
She doesn't know how to land jokes.
Yeah.
She's not a comedian.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't think that Widow was giving her a lot. Widow was throwing things out in the improv section that they were trying to do, but she wasn't giving her a lot to go off of there. She wasn't feeding a storyline with her improv.
Real talk.
Well,
It was kind of unfortunate that she was honestly probably kind of like trying to rely on Nikki when it's like she should have just took that whole scene amongst herself. I mean, she was the mother anyway.
Did what she wanted to do with that other scene, the mother scene.
I thought Jackie did really well. I just don't think the material was actually there for Jackie.
Amen.
The role that she chose, because she picked that role, she became the setup for every joke.
Yeah.
She would do all the labor to set up the joke, and then somebody else got to have the punchline.
Yeah.
And so I just don't feel like the material was actually there for her.
Amen.
I think I see the head. Whoa!
It's not a baby.
It's a bomb.
Gigi, on the other hand,
Let's talk
chose
about Gigi.
the best role.
I mean, that's the best role in the, in the
Yeah.
sitcom in general. I love that girl. She's so stupid.
I would
that was perfect for her.
loved that role too.
Yeah.
That's such a good role, and
I'd probably do the same role.
she acted it so well too.
Mhm.
Like
Amen.
how crazy she was with it, with the cat and licking
Yes.
the cat and everything.
It was cool because she chose that for herself as
Yeah.
well. Like she
Yeah.
was thinking about the role, what's gonna work better or the best for me and the type of drag that I do, and I was like, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I would have loved the Shonda Rhimes character.
Yeah.
Because that, I think, could have been so hilarious.
Rhonda Shimes.
Rhonda Shimes. Yeah,
Rhonda
exactly.
Shimes.
Jada was trying,
Oh,
but it was
yeah.
just I don't know if she's had any acting experience, but it just didn't seem like she was comfortable
Not at all.
in that skin.
Just like Michelle told her, you could see her trying to remember the lines, and that's never fun because if you can see what's behind somebody's eyes and it's not what they're actually saying,
Yeah.
that's not good acting.
Nope.
No, and she's not really a comedian, you know.
Yeah, that's very real.
So, this is, and every acting challenge on Drag Race is a comedy acting challenge, and
Oh, God,
any
yes.
girl that tries to not make it a comedy acting challenge is doing themselves a disservice.
Right.
Rue wants to laugh.
She really does. And
Exactly.
she was cackling.
Oh, she's
Exactly.
living. Rue will laugh the stupidest shit too.
Exactly, absolutely.
Sherry Pie, I thought was okay.
I actually thought that
She
her
was
acting
incredible.
was amazing.
Yeah, I did. I
I
thought she
just
was
think it's
really incredible.
For me, it was safe. For me, it was
Coming from an actor, y'all.
Of course. I thought that Sherry Pie was just she saw Harvey Firestein on Broadway in Hairspray and did basically a copy paste. I thought Gigi, for me, was the best actress in that episode.
One thing about Sherry Pie's performance in every episode is they did go in and re-edit everything, and so they're pulling out a lot of basically all of Sherry's backstory. She has no confessionals, and they're cutting down as many scenes as she's in, as much as they can, and so a lot of her performance could have been cut back a little bit. And then also, since we're not getting any of the backstory like we are with the other queens from her, we don't see her as doing as well as she is. And then also, we're all a little jaded, and you know, our minds are a little blurred by what she did. The thing about Sherry's acting is I thought the delivery of her lines was really, really good.
Oh, yeah.
The way that
Classic
she
camp.
embodied the character and delivered the lines well. And so a couple more girls to talk about from the acting challenge. Jan, I thought she did a really good job. It wasn't anything that was going to take her to the win.
Right.
But it was a solid performance.
Amen. I like the push.
Jen, it was good. She had some really funny moments. The like scream and then pause.
It was the Marsha.
Yeah.
Like moment for her. And
Heidi and Crystal. I didn't fully get their characters. It felt like some like, oh, I guess we need to write a couple extra characters.
Right, exactly. I didn't really feel like that was their fault either.
Yeah.
Like I felt like they served their purpose.
But they did. I thought they both did pretty well. They had some fun puns and stuff like that.
You're the one that wanted to do a fork the pain away number. I wanted to do since you've been flan and pop out of a giant vat of
Physical comedy was really good.
On point.
I like that. But I just don't feel like their characters like had enough meat to really like get them there. You know?
Yeah, definitely not. It was dull.
Yeah, it would have been cute if they were twins.
Oh yes, that would have been actually really cute.
That would have been. Yeah. That would have
some
taken
stories, some
taken it just a little
backstory.
further.
Right.
Yeah. I thought they did a good job with it. Especially Crystal. I think
Oh god, yeah.
Crystal is really, taking the notes that they're giving her and applying it and trying to really be the best that she can be on the show. I really appreciate Crystal. All right, so we talked about the acting.
Yes.
Our favorite part.
Let's discuss this runway. Runway time. This was the first time this season that Ru has been in her like classic wasp waist gown.
Right, gorgeous too.
She's been having her legs out all season.
Right.
I actually felt personally attacked by Ru's legs this season.
Yes.
It's been too much. But she was back in a gown.
Right, gorgeous.
This week.
The
It
gorgeous
was-
green.
Yeah, that green and that hair is super curly.
Afro,
so good.
perfectly framed.
But, like, who are the other judges?
Normani.
Yeah,
Just,
just
the
four.
three. Four.
Yeah, with Normani.
Yeah, who I didn't. I love Normani, don't get me wrong. I love her, but comparatively to the judges of past, I was just like...
I actually think she did a good job.
Yeah.
A lot of the guest judges just kind of come in and they're just like cordial and just like say nice things because they don't really, it doesn't actually affect them. So we'll start with Aiden. Aiden was in the Silence of the Lambs look. It was the black bodysuit, the black and red cape. Because the runway theme was Planet of the Capes.
Planet of the Capes.
Planet of the Capes.
These titles. The writer is incredible.
The moth on her mouth. I keep hearing people call it a butterfly.
Oh,
It's not a butterfly. It is a moth. I thought it was okay.
It was okay. Yeah.
It was okay.
Honestly, the best for Aiden Zane.
Yeah.
You know?
It's my favorite outfit that she has worn.
Yep.
Even though she wore that same wig.
Right. Good
I'm
girl.
keeping account.
Please keep her accountable.
8 of 13 looks have been the same wig.
I thought she should have been in the bottom. I'm just gonna come out and
Yeah.
say it. Honestly,
Yeah.
when she gave the backstory on like the cape and everything like that, where she got the idea from the cape, I was like, that's honestly, I feel like that was a stretch. She's
I knew
reaching.
exactly what she was doing when she walked out because of the moth. Because I've actually done Buffalo Bill looks before, where I used makeup and painted a moth on over my.
Oh, now that's.
I knew exactly what she was going for. Go for it with like the kimono robe that he wears. That's like the most famous thing.
Yes.
And turn that into a cape.
Into a cape.
Right.
Like, if you're actually
Spot
going to
on.
reference something, reference it in a way that people get the reference.
Right.
Yeah. Britta was the next one.
Britta.
In the red.
Britta. I wasn't mad at it.
I think a really short cape would have been really cute. A really short, strong.
Just a capelet with a big hood in that same fully lined,
Like a sexy red riding
Has a
hood.
big
Oh,
line.
yes.
Because that's what she was going for, was sexy Red Riding Hood.
Yeah.
But then the fabric of the dress was so heavy and the cape was so light that the cape disappeared.
It really
in
did. That was
Just like the way that it was cut, it didn't make sense. So a nude illusion,
right.
all the illusion's gone. And especially if you're going to put that much nude illusion in a costume, make sure that fabric matches your skin tone.
Yeah.
The problem that I'm having with Britta's fashion is everything she wears I've seen before, and most of it done better.
Yeah.
This like chaps gown kind of thing. Aquaria did it on her finale episode, The Black and the Stars.
You remember
I
that
was
bit?
thinking
love that
of
bit.
Vixen. Is that the kind of the same line?
Vixen did it with
Vixen's
the
little, like,
jean.
Yeah.
I thought
So
Vixen's
there's been
look
two
was
people that did it
gorgeous.
better than Britta did it.
Absolutely.
And that's the problem is, alright, next up, Crystal Method. This was one of my absolute favorite looks on the runway.
Gorgeous.
She looked stunning.
Yep.
The yellow and purple, and then I have been talking about it since the episode aired. I cannot get over how gorgeous her makeup looked.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
It was still Crystal.
Really She was giving me like midsummer, but make it color.
Oh,
Yes.
it was so gorgeous. The yellow.
She was probably the one who had the best cape.
Yeah, she made it. Her
absolutely.
outfit was
The cape was
about the
cute.
cape.
It was,
Right.
absolutely. And I keep
So smart.
forgetting that that's like the challenge.
Yeah, they
But-
said Planet of the Capes.
Right.
And she was like, oh, you wanted a cape.
Oh,
Right.
you wanted
Oh, a cape?
Right.
Oh, you wanted a cape.
Yeah.
Gigi
Yeah,
was
Gigi.
my favorite
Oh,
of
you
the
like her?
runway.
Yes.
Again.
Ah.
I am
really doing
loving
it, y'all.
Yeah.
I love
she
her
really
movie
is.
references.
I know. She's just
She has given
Really
me
that
full
bitch.
Shelley Long, True
Right.
Beverly Hills.
right.
I lived for this. When she walked
Right.
out, I screamed.
She is literally like living every little gay boy's fantasy on that runway.
I want
Absolutely.
every costume from True Beverly
Absolutely.
Hills.
Amen.
You guys have seen that movie, right?
Oh yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I don't think they have, but
You haven't seen that movie?
it's fine.
I will see it
You
tonight.
need to watch it.
Absolutely. She's a runway queen.
Yeah.
She's bringing the fashion.
She's
Right, that's
like
true.
what Raja was in season 3.
Right. Just like
When
literally.
Raja was hitting it every time on the
Yeah.
runway. I feel like that's what Gigi is gonna give us
Right?
this season.
Right.
Okay, I love her, but like I said earlier,
Amen.
Heidi would do better on Drag Race in a couple years.
In a couple years, girl.
This is rough. This outfit was not cute.
Yeah.
She had like pride cape, black shiny bodysuit,
Yeah.
and some 50s Diana Ross and the
Yeah.
Supremes hair.
Yeah.
Honestly.
None of it went together.
None of it.
And here's the thing, like I saw a post from her online, and she explained the situation behind it, and she posted a new photo of this. And
Although I do stick with, I think in like personality and character, I think she so is the Diana Ross of the season.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So,
when she was leading into it with this wig she was wearing. Next up is Jackie Cox. What do you guys think of this look?
Oh my gosh, I love this look because I love that she was serving hips. She was serving a different side of herself that she has not shown on the runway.
Yeah, this was
Yes.
not her like classic 50s vibe that she was given. She took it to her culture, you know,
Exactly.
to Middle Eastern. I love
so
that.
beautiful.
Exactly.
And this is honestly the only look that I've ever loved of Jackie Cox. I get, really, it is. I like that.
I know, I'm shocked.
I just don't. I get them. They're well executed. Very smart. Very her. I get Jackie Cox's story. I get the references, what she's doing. But I really love her as a true culturally specific queen.
I do really love Jackie's very clear direction, and she knows who her character is.
Yes.
And this was definitely a departure from what she's shown.
Exactly.
And I really love everything that she's shown. One thing about this is the theme was Planet of the Capes, and the cape she was wearing was a
I
cheap
totally forget
costume
about
shop
that.
piece of shit.
I forget about the theme
I
all the
honestly
time.
forgot about the cape.
It was bad. I mean,
Yeah.
I know this cape, and I was really disappointed to see that that was the cape that she had on,
That's real.
which I think made the costume look cheaper than it actually was.
That's real. Now that I look back on it, I was really
I totally forgot on the cape, y'all.
Yeah.
by that headpiece. Like
Yeah.
the headpiece.
Oh no, the headpiece was beautiful. She'll head down to Spirit Halloween and get her a Cher cape.
Yes, yeah, with the Bob Mackie stick.
Right.
Saw the cape, and the cape was cheap.
Yeah, yeah.
So the next one is Ms. Jada Essence Wall.
We love her.
I love her.
We love her.
I didn't love this.
Oh, I didn't love this either. I'm glad I didn't like it. I didn't like this at all. I'm gonna be honest.
My big problems with this look is, for one, the cape was not lined, and then the hairline on that wig was something real bad.
Oh man.
It was real bad.
It was a beautifully sculpted wig.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there are.
I was looking at Jada's look.
She kind of was
she kind
giving
of
a
was
little
giving me
Ruby
that
Rod.
vibe. She was
Yeah,
giving me that
Jada was kind of giving a little Ruby
She's giving me
Rod.
that vibe.
Okay, I like it better with that. She still should have lined the cape.
Yeah.
So next up is Jan. Speaking of nude illusion and bad nude illusion, here's some more of it. Just with netting over it.
Right.
I don't know. I didn't love it. I also didn't hate it. I thought it was a cute idea to be like skydiving, but also she let it go too soon.
Yeah, the reveal was ill-timed.
It was
right.
Just should have just planned the timing better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Nikki Doll. You know what? I am so tired of these vinyl corsets.
Amen.
Honestly, I'm kind of like with Normani when she's like, you're giving me Beyonce's Sweet Dreams, you're giving me Lady Gaga and such and such music video. You know, these queens need to be delivering the new of like, you know, the next thing. Like,
well, and
especially
Beyonce's Sweet Dreams was 10 years ago now is when that came out.
Exactly.
And that's when Mugler created these shiny armor corsets.
No, I agree with you. And also, I get the reference. Again, it's just these very light, kind of lackluster capes.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, I get the
cape
Joan of
was
Arc.
Yeah, the cape is the challenge.
A little piece of fabric hanging off the
make
back.
that, like-
She had that cloak when she first walked out, but instantly dropped it. A timing problem, like Jan.
Right. I would have loved like an all metal cape with this.
Like a chainmail cape with this too. That would have been cool.
That would have been absolutely divine.
And just rhinestone that chainmail too.
Yeah. That would have like swayed with the body. That would have been very divine.
So last runway we're going to talk about is Miss Widow Van Du. Again, she just doesn't have good fashion.
Yeah, I love the idea of her rocking her actual, you know, chest.
I loved the reveal, the titty reveal. I'm all about
It was
that.
very cute.
That's
Different
something that I
pieces.
do a lot in my drag. My biggest problem with the whole look was the shape of the cape.
Yes.
So she opened up her arms, and it was a big rectangular. It was a rectangular
something different
slice of watermelon. If you're gonna do watermelon, it should have been in a watermelon slice.
Hey, that's the shape of a cape, girl.
I felt like it was like Shea Coulee, but make it
cheaper.
Yeah.
All right. So then, on the runway, they watched the Gaze Anatomy episode. It was really cute. I thought how it came together.
So
it was
cute.
really funny. I loved at the end of it Jan throwing Gigi to the floor.
So beautiful. They literally like made everybody look good.
Yeah, they showed the little scene, and then they called half the girls forward. Turns out they were the top half.
Yep.
And they announced Sherry as the winner.
Yep.
You know,
okay, woohoo.
Unfortunate.
Great job,
I
man.
really do think that Gigi was real close to a win.
Oh God, yes.
And then they talked to all the bottom girls up on the stage.
Infamous question.
Yeah.
Like we talked about that. We were saying that if we were on that stage and had to call out a queen to be in the bottom, we'd be those girls to be like, well, none of these queens on the stage. Honestly, Aiden was asleep half the time. She was in the back room, so she doesn't care.
The biggest thing that Aiden has against her is she's not very likable.
Right.
To the audience. Like, it was pretty clear who the bottom two were. It was definitely going to be Heidi and Nikki.
Yeah.
They were doing a Kim Petras song.
Yeah.
Which helped out Nikki, I think. Heidi is just such a better performer.
A character,
Exactly that
yeah.
part. That entire
And
part.
I love that Heidi was doing the robot to a Kim Petras song.
Right.
What is...
Right. Classic.
It cracked me up.
It was so beautiful.
I thought she was great. And that's another thing, like we said earlier, Ru loves to laugh.
Right.
And she made Ru laugh with that lip sync.
Right.
And I'm glad we got to see Heidi perform.
Right.
Because she turned it out. She did great.
Yes, ma'am.
She put on a really good performance.
But she made Nikki move.
Oh, right.
she was
Yeah, she was scooting, and Nikki had to like high step over her.
Right.
I mean, and Nikki didn't do bad in it.
No.
It was a fine club performance. Heidi just outperformed her.
Yep.
All right, so we have now made it to the episode wrap up. It is time for the gift, the gag, and the goop. So the gift is your favorite moment from the episode. The gag is the most shocking moment from the episode. And the goop is the shadiest moment from the episode. All right, so what was your gift?
My gift definitely was like when they got to like get real and like talk about their families. Like
The mom moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
My gift would have to be when Gigi got the pink, like, what was it? The pink
pill?
tube? The pink pill.
Yeah.
Because it really got to get a chance for us to get inside Gigi's head a little bit.
Yeah.
We kind of get
And she's smart.
behind her mastermind of...
My gift from the episode was when Jan threw Gigi to the ground, breaking all of her bones. All right, so the gag is the most shocking moment from the episode. So what was your most shocking moment?
I guess shocking moment would have to go to when Heidi walked out in that look. I was really shocked that she thought black was going to go with everything.
Yeah.
my gag was the fact that Britta blamed another person for her fails.
My gag from the episode actually comes from Untucked. It's when Britta was going
He's
off.
about to be kicked out. Are you serious?
I understand that.
When I see you sleeping for 2 hours on the couch when I'm working my ass off on an outfit,
And I was
have
at the bottom
never
of that
done.
challenge, wasn't
Of
I?
course, I'm gonna be mad.
No, but I'm the one that had to lip sync. Like, I worked so hard on that while you were sleeping.
At the end of the day, it doesn't f***ing matter, okay? The bitch is safe, leave her the f*** alone.
like,
I'm gonna worry about Heidi right now, okay?
Like I think
you, and you. I'm gonna worry about Heidi.
What is that?
Not this.
So, last one. The goop is the shadiest moment.
Yeah, I'll take this one.
What
I
is
think
your goop?
Sherry doing so well was the shadiest.
Terrible people can
extremely
be talented.
Terrible.
What was your shadiest moment?
Was the actual shade that was called out.
Jada for the movie.
That
Brought me
part.
back. I'm here now.
And then
I'm
Heidi
here
was
now.
like, "Oh, she knew them lines."
Right? Yeah.
That was some real shit. That was
That was really pretty shit.
My goop of the episode was when Aiden was talking about Britta spitting on her, and then those shady ass editors
Oh god.
took that clip of Britta, slowed it down.
Spewing.
Showering,
What?
sprinkling,
I was like,
acid rain.
It's been really fun episode to chat about. You can see LüChi at our place once we're open back up and going again. Go out for Wednesday, and also Thirsty Thursday with LüChi. Follow them, Life with LüChi, on all social media accounts. Make sure to keep up with them and go see them live because they're absolutely amazing. If you'd like to contribute to more content on this channel, go ahead and donate to my Venmo or CashApp. Donations appreciated. I'll be back next week with a brand new guest to discuss Season 12, Episode 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race, and next week is Snatch Game! Big episode coming up. I want to thank you both so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Thanks for getting us in drag again. Oh my god.
Sometimes we just need an excuse to throw on a face.
Honestly.
That's what this is about at this point.
Yes.
Throw on a face, throw on a fit, come on out.